Capricorn, you are up for the July Tarot Energy Reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. Podcast carried everywhere. As for the reading, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I said all of that, let's go ahead and get into this. This is really good energy. I like this. So, let's start with the oracle cards and then we'll go into the tarot cards for clarification. So, card that came out, Talisman, which is a key. One could look at this as in being anchored, but also what this is known, they refer to it, at least for this oracle deck, as a skeleton key. For those who aren't familiar with the skeleton key, a skeleton key can unlock anything, any door. If you just stick the key in the door, it'll automatically unlock because it's like the master key of all keys. So with this, you're being given something that will help you transition to a new part of your life, to a new phase of your life. Now, definitely a confirmation of that is the shift card came out. Things are shifting. Now, you're moving from one thing to another thing. So, these two cards are both change cards. There was a similar reading with Scorpio. They had shift in new beginnings, is what they had. They had shift in new beginnings. For you, you have shift in the Talisman. So this means that for Scorpio, stuff was happening more like divine intervention, and that is kind of the case here as well. It's just, how can I put this? There's a little bit of a difference though with your change. Scorpio's change is more everything is being orchestrated. Your change is more you're given the opportunity to make the change, if that makes sense. Like Scorpios is sort of on, okay, like a car. You know how you have automatic and then you have shift with the transmission where it automatically changes gears if you have an automatic car, but with the shift with the stick, you have to manually change the gears for the transmission. That's what this is. Scorpios, they have an automatic. Yours, you have a shift stick. So this is something that will be given to you that you manually have to change. You have to take action. You have to make it happen. It's like the opportunity is being given to you. What will be brought to you if you take advantage of the opportunity and do the things that you need to do is good fortune. This is what will be given to you if you take the proper steps. It's almost like fishing. Let's say you're at a lake and you need to eat, so you want to catch some fish, but you don't have anything. So maybe there's somebody outside fishing and they notice you don't have anything, but you're interested in fishing, and they give you the hookup. You didn't even ask them for anything. They just noticed that like you're sitting by the water, and they kind of get the vibe that, oh, it seems like this person wants to fish too. And then they're like, hey, I had this spare fishing rod. Here you go. They're not saying, oh, well, you don't have a pole, so I'm about to catch some fish for you because I have a pole. No. What they're saying is, oh, no, I have a spare rod. I'll give you the pole. Give you a pole. You can see if you can catch your own fish, and then there is going to be up to you. I'm giving you the resources to catch the fish, but whether you catch the fish or not will depend on your actions. If you decide to not be focused while fishing for what you want, then okay, you may not catch any fish. But if you get focused, you have the pole and you get focused and you're like, okay, I'm watching, I'm waiting, that type of thing, and you're taking action, then you're probably going to catch some fish, which is the good fortune, which also fish is for good fortune anyway, it's abundance. So yeah, I guess that's a good analogy. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. Now, clarifying, the Knight of Pentacles. This is the resource. Slowly but surely it comes in. There is something happening for you in the month of July that it will line up perfectly for you. Again, I'm not saying you're about to win the lottery, even though that's possible. Anything is possible. I'm not saying that though. I'm not saying that there is some type of significant financial blessing in July. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that there will be a significant moment in July where it's like, oh, I have the opportunity. The key has been placed in my hand. You're being given a key to open new doors. That moment is happening in July. You just have to be receptive to it. You also have to be alert so you can recognize the moment when it happens and then take it from there, meaning take action in doing that. This Knight of Pentacles is that moment slowly but surely coming in. Pentacles is earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Pentacles deal with anything in the 3D. Then you have the King of Wands energy. King of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And with this King of Wands energy, this is either you embodying that energy where it's like, hey, I'm taking charge. Some of you may want to start your own business. That is King of Wands energy. Some of you may want to go into publishing. That is also King of Wands energy. Others of you may end up getting a promotion. Who knows? If you embody this energy. Now, if this is an outside party, there may be a King of Wands type energy, maybe a fire sign possibly, that is the one that gives you that key for the opportunity to open new doors. They may go ahead and say, hey, I want to help you out. Let me do this for you. Let me introduce you to my contact at such and such or whatever. Oh, you're applying for jobs right now? Put me down as a reference. Because it's like, oh, you're applying at that job, and I'm just making up something, over at Toshiba. Okay, put me down as a reference. Maybe that person is friends with the people at Toshiba or HR or the president or CEO or whoever, you never know. But there may be someone coming in saying, hey, let me help you in doing that. Now, other card that came out is Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, the default is deception. This is air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. But also Seven of Swords is strategy. Now, for some of you, I'm going to be honest. One thing that I picked up, if you notice there's a horse here, obviously, because Knight of Pentacles. For some of you, be mindful with sharing your new resource. You may get a new resource that comes in, Knight of Pentacles. You can ride your horse or they can ride your horse. Be careful who you bring your horse around, because somebody might take your horse and ride off into the sunset, and then you're left without a horse. You're left without your resource. This is saying to me, don't reveal everything that is going on. Just like I'll use the Toshiba thing as an example. Let's say that, okay, you put down that person as a referral. You end up getting the job at Toshiba. Someone may find out about it, and then they're like, oh, well, try to get me a job at Toshiba. Or, oh, do you get discounts on electronics now? Or, oh, whatever. They're trying to use your new resource is what they're doing. So be mindful of who you tell about the things that come into your life in the month of July. Now, there will be celebration, something to celebrate about. This could also be where you meet the resource at a party, at a gathering, something where it's a group of people. Three of Cups is celebration. It is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy, water, emotions, something that makes you happy. A happy moment, a happy event. A gathering of minds is what I just heard. Now, also, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Wands. And that is going back to what I was saying before. Notice you have two sevens. The Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands. And also when I dropped that card, it fell upside down. Something just said to me that there may be something revealed too by a group of people. So something just said to me that there may have been something that was said and you may not believe it coming from one person, which is why more than one person might approach you. Meaning one person is co-signing the other person and both of them are telling you. So keep that in mind as well. But with Seven of Wands, this is the You Shall Not Pass card. That one in the Nine of Wands are what I call You Shall Not Pass, is what that is. But this is standing your ground, you having the high ground. This is after the Six of Wands, which is after recognition. Could have been some type of recognition, especially with the Three of Cups. And finally, bottom of the deck when I first shuffled, was the 10 of Pentacles. As soon as I had seen that at the bottom of the deck, after I finished shuffling, I removed it because I'm like, okay, that is giving me overall energy. And I was like, that matches good fortune. So this was more of a confirmation for me. And I'm giving it as a confirmation to you. This is something where you have the opportunity to go in and really make things happen based off of this key that you receive. Some of you may end up getting a house too. Some of you could be moving into a house in July. Not saying a big old mansion or anything, but I'm just talking about like a regular house. That could be going on too. Or maybe you're getting the key to an office building or something. There may be something of significance in July with the key. But what I do know is that whatever this opportunity is, if you take advantage of it and you make the moves you need to make, then this is the outcome, or should I say the possible outcome, because everything is free will for the most part. Some things divine intervention, but for the most part, it all leads back to free will. So yeah, this is the possible outcome if you do everything you need to do. All right, Capricorn, and that is your message. KIRWKC.com. Until next time, be blessed.